Hey, what's going on there, Dice Rolls? Paul here, and I'll be your DM for a while. Listen, I saw this little story here from CBR called D&D Party Thwart's DM Game Plan Using Dungeon Garbage. Well, that sounds like a lot of my games. But it also made me think about, what does it mean to be an undefeatable DM? And I think this article gives us some clues as to how to do that, how to approach the game, not from a competitive standpoint where it's us against the players, but rather it is an opportunity to allow our players to defeat us in some way. I'll explain a little bit further. Let's take a look at the article. Goes on to say here that it says the DM who goes under the username Puffy Pantaloons, that's a great name by the way, on Reddit recounted the story of the D&D subreddit. After leading their party into a dungeon with a floor made completely out of sand, the DM had them cross paths with a spectator, a lesser version of the iconic D&D beholder, and a large burrowing insectoid monster called an ankhead. Ankheads are nasty. I like using those in my game. The DM originally planned for the sand floor to hinder the party with a drastic speed reduction, making the battle 10 times harder. I thought it was so smart, they wrote, but I hadn't counted on their cockamamie, I like that word, their cockamamie plan to avoid the movement speed reduction. He goes on to say, as it turned out, the party grabbed a couple of barrel lids from the previous room. They proceed to strap these lids to their feet, creating sand shoes that allowed them to traverse the sand floor at normal speed. When confronting the monsters, the attackers also managed to land 2 critical hits, spelling certain doom for the spectator. Not only did the 2 melee players walk right up to the spectator like it owed them money, but they both rolled nat 20s, seemingly just to spite me. The damn thing went down before it had a chance to attack. The post reads, despite the minor blow to their ego, the DM admitted that the session might be one of their favorite moments thus far. Puffy Pantaloons' graceful acceptance of defeat earned them high accolades from the D&D community. The top comment, written by Redditor comedian Mastodon, declared that they had actually won D&D by giving enough rope for the players to show how to hang yourself with. Comedian Mastodon went on to argue that they handled the situation in the best possible manner for a DM. You didn't take it personally. You allowed it to go forward, and boom, the players feel smart, and you have the credit of one of the most memorable moments in their gaming history. Now, that's the key there. How to be. If you want to be an undefeatable DM, don't go into a game thinking that you're looking to defeat your players. Because if you do that, you actually set yourself up for defeat, and you are making it a competitive, a DM versus players. And it's not you versus players, it's scenario versus characters. Because when they play this, they're saying, oh, how do we outthink this? How do we do this? And really, as a DM, we should be giving our players credit. We should be lauding them and saying, you guys, that was phenomenal. That was unbelievable. I hadn't thought about that. And that's the essence of epic gaming moments, is when you set your players up with a challenge and they outthink the scenario. Not you. They're outthinking the scenario. What would my characters do? How would they get out of this situation? So listen, if you want to be an undefeatable DM, don't make it competitive. Don't make it us or you versus them. Make it where you can be willing to laugh at yourself and go, these guys, they're so smart. They're so smart. They figured this thing out. And once again, I know in upper level games, it's hard. You're trying to design different scenarios that are going to stump your players. But let me tell you what, if they do stump you, listen, go ahead and give them full credit. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at the moment. Raise your hands and go, you guys did it. Well done. And in that way, you become an undefeatable DM, because it's not about you versus them. It is about the game and the story and the narrative. And you will have contributed to their epic moment. So good for you, DM. So listen, I'd like to hear from you. What do you think about this story? Have you been defeated by your players? And what is your attitude towards that? When your players outthink you, do you get frustrated? Are you mad? Or do you like, yes, I love to my players to outthink me. I love, well, not to outthink me or you, but rather the scenario. And do you laud them for it? Do you give them full credit for it? Leave me some comments down below. And if you'd like more videos like this in your inbox on a regular basis, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and that is exactly what will happen. Hey, and be sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. That tells me you like the video and you want more of them. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody.